Que hola, que hola. Good morning, RC fam. Another beautiful morning over here at Padrino RC. It's gonna be a quick and easy video. These trucks, the fifth skills for the most part, everybody recommends that you go from bumper to bumper, usually Loctite all the screws, at least with the blue stuff, the medium strength. I personally don't have the patience to do that beforehand. I usually just do the exhausts and a couple bolts here and there. 2 bolts that I recommend, 2 or 4 actually at the end. 2 or 4 bolts that I recommend that you do automatically besides from the exhaust. You have to do the exhaust. You can't get away from that because you're gonna rattle, it's gonna come off and you're gonna lose them and you're gonna be fucked. So my recommendation is this. Besides the exhaust, which is gonna be 2 on the header, 2 on this side, and then 1 over here, which I Loctite, but I didn't wait for it to dry, like one of our buddies recommends on one of his videos. I didn't let it dry and it fell off and I lost it, so I don't have it now. Is this. You're gonna go ahead and do the air filter. Let me go get a needle nose plier, or just a set of pliers, or just a screwdriver do. You're gonna go ahead and remove it. Get my little trusty screw plate. You're gonna have the outer filter, and then you're gonna have the inner filter. Okay, go ahead and turn this truck so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, you're gonna see you have 2 screws. One here, kind of hard to see, but as soon as you remove the filter, you're gonna see it. You're gonna have, let me see, 1 here and 1 here. You're gonna go ahead and remove those 2 screws. That's gonna be, should be a 4mm. Now be careful, because when you take that off, that will loosen the carburetor up. You see, that one was already loose. And this one. I'm gonna put the truck down so I can do this correctly. Pablo, just slam it harder, why don't you? I'll go ahead and remove them and then I'll show you what it looks like. Let's see, so you guys can at least see something. Okay. Go ahead and do this. Before you take out that screw, get a Phillips screwdriver and loosen up the screw right here where the hose is. Okay, my camera just froze. Why did that happen? Okay, that just fucked up everything. Okay, so we're good. We're still good. Let's see, fam. Yeah. So you're gonna go ahead and this screw right here, you're gonna loosen it up. Make sure to put it aside, don't lose it. Has a little, not a washer, but like a little cover for it. Okay, you're gonna finish loosening the screw, the carburetor. Remember, with these 2 screws, the carburetor is gonna come off. You see, it's slightly coming off. Don't yank it, because you have the rod right here, still connected. Okay. See, these 2 bolts go all the way from the filter. Let me see how I show you better. Where's your camera? From the filter, boom, boom, all the way into the carburetor. Let me see, it keeps on freezing, but I'll figure it out. Okay, you see? Carburetor sits up here like this. They go through here 1 and 2. Okay. Remember, just move it over to the side. Don't yank it or anything. These 2 screws right here, the carburetor spacer, very, very important. You Loctite those 2 down. Those 2 and these 2 right here. Because I'm telling you, if you don't do that and they come loose, you're gonna hate life. Especially these 2, you're gonna hate life because the car's not gonna idle correctly. It's gonna feel like you have a hot idle or the throttle's not responding. Just because that is not seating or sealing property, however you want to call it. Let me go ahead and put this up again. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove them. It's gonna be another 4mm screw. Like I said, I'm doing my best to make this quick. I like to make my videos under 10 minutes because I know people get bored. At least I get bored. I usually start watching, and after like the 4 or 5 minute mark, my ADD starts kicking in. So unless it's something I really care about, I stop watching. I'm not even gonna lie. And as it is, it's still on. Just go ahead and, let me see, can it go? Yeah, there's really no placement. I don't think there's placement. If anybody thinks there is, just let me know. You know, so I don't sound like an idiot telling you guys, you know. I've heard a few people, there we go. A few people complain that this is not flat and they have bottom seating. I could kind of see what they're referring to. Then again, this is plastic. I got a metal one, but I'm gonna be installing that in a separate video. Where's the camera at here, bro? Over here. I'm assuming these ridges are the outline of the port, of the porting work on the intake. So, yeah, there's not much that. Just keep an eye on it. Don't tighten it too hard. Make sure it goes in correctly, because if you fuck it up, again, you're gonna be, you did all this for nothing, and then you fucked yourself. So just go ahead and grab those 2 bolts again and get some Loctite. This is what you do. This should be Loctite 101. Grab the screw, clean it, make sure you get the grease off of it as much as you can. Put that one aside. You grab the other one. There we go. Then grab your bolt. This is what you're gonna do. Don't soak it in there. So don't drench it, but just put enough. Yeah, put enough that it covers the bolt. You see? That's more than enough. You don't need any more than that. That's actually a little bit too much. Let's see here, the orientation. Again, it's the same, so I'm not gonna have an issue. Okay. See, it actually, you see, I was putting it in the wrong hole. Go figure. So yeah, make sure you put it in the right hole. And I'll go ahead and get the first screw and just snug it in there. No, you're not gonna tighten it. You're just gonna make sure you get it in there correctly. Grab your next bolt. Keep on doing it off camera. Grab your next bolt. Again, yes, that's a little bit more than what you're supposed to. Like I was just telling you shouldn't do, but I don't even listen to my own advice. So, go figure. And go ahead and tighten it in. Snug it, nothing too tight, but tight enough. There we go. There we got those 2. Now you're gonna grab your carburetor. Okay, let's see what happened here. Okay, what just happened here? I turned it on now. Shit. Well, that's fine. There we go. No, I didn't. I was just eating shit. Not paying attention. Like always. Okay. Okay, carburetor. Now you need your carburetor screws, which are in here. I'm here going looking around like an idiot. So, this is what you're gonna do. Again, trying to see, because if you pull them out of here, I don't know if it's gonna be a mission. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Grab the screw, clean it. Get as much of the grease off as possible. You can use some rubbing alcohol if you want, but it's not really needed. Just go ahead and clean it. Both of them. Okay. Now grab your Loctite. Same shit. Just don't be afraid, but get enough on there, but not too much. Okay. Make sure the orientation's correct. These holes, then again, it's all the same shit, so. Did I get it in there? Okay. Remember, these bolts go through the carburetor onto the spacer. So the carburetor sits in between. This is the air filter housing and the spacer. So go ahead and grab your carburetor, and you're gonna push it through. Make sure you get it in all the way, enough that it goes out the other side, so you're able to screw it in. Let's see here. Okay. Make sure you got it in right. There we go. Okay, you see? You gotta be careful. See what just happened? I pushed the gasket out. I wasn't patient. So go ahead and push it back out. Make sure the gasket didn't break, and then see, slipping all over the place. That's fine. Make sure the gasket's still there. Present it, and then you're good. Once you do that, just go ahead and do that. Boom, you got that one. Now grab the next bolt. Remember, keep in mind now that I go pouring it all over the place like an idiot. When you put this bottom screw in, don't force it in too hard, because you might push the gasket out. So my recommendation is, as soon as you find the hole, shouldn't be that hard, press it up against, so you're pressing the carburetor, you're sandwiching the carburetor how it's supposed to. And then just, once you feel it click in, just turn. Again, some people torque some of this stuff down. I'm not gonna lie to you, I never have. All of this stuff does have torque specs, you know. But again, to each their own. Now you're gonna squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. Nice and snug. And that's it. See? Let me get a little, lighting kind of sucks here, but let's see. You see? Boom. Screws in, screws in. One thing, if you're anal about stains and stuff, make sure to get the Loctite off before it dries, because I myself left some on the door handle of my truck, and my truck is white. And imagine when I came back out the next day. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. You know, go ahead and put the filter back in. You know, let's, I guess, between putting it in the wrong hole and fucking turning off the camera, fuck, this has been a long video. Nothing of short like I was supposed to be. Let's go ahead and put the inner filter. Remember, just keep it oiled. Actually, I want to point something out here. I went ahead and I ordered straight from ROVAN. This part number 95058. Supposed to be the air filter with the velocity stack. Let me zoom out. You guys hitting me there? Yeah, I'm still recording, but give me 1 second. It's stupid. Let me see. I'll have to get a better setup because this is it's retarded. Okay, I went ahead and I ordered 95058 air filter with a velocity stack. It comes with the clamp somewhere in the back. I'm not too okay, bullshit. I'm not sold on it. Reason being is this is the, I guess, the base of the air filter. This is where it sits like this, and this one sits inside. Realistically, this is the opening. Okay. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on such a little area. It's gonna be sucking in. I feel like you're gonna be choking it. Again, I might be wrong. I might just be overthinking it, but coming usually, from big engines and shit, you want a big, not a big filter, but accordingly to the motor. And I just think that for a 45cc, I just think this is too much. This is too small. It's too much of a restriction, basically. Again, I may be completely wrong. I haven't done no research on it. Just pulling this shit out of my ass from my prior experiences with cars. Real cars, not fifth skills. So, if I'm wrong, go ahead and, hey, brother, you're full of shit. Fuck it, I'll take it in the ass. But, just letting you guys know, I'm not going to put this on due to that. I want to do a little bit more research if for the 45cc, if it actually makes a difference. And then we'll go from there. So, let's put that stuff aside. Put the inner filter. Okay. Ooh, I was like, oh shit, it's loose. No, it's not. Sure it's all the way around that it's in. And put the outer filter. Yeah, and just go ahead and put the 2 pins back on, the 2 body clips or whatever you call clips. And you're good to go. Recommendation, if you do this, you go ahead and tighten these bolts down. Remember, let it sit overnight. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can tag my buddy. I follow him on YouTube. If he doesn't mind, I'll tag him. If not, I'm not even gonna mention him. That's all, I'm not even putting his name out there. Like he says, let it sit overnight. Cause if you don't, if I start it right up right now, it's gonna rattle, it's not gonna dry, and you did all this for nothing. So going back to that, let it sit overnight. The next day, before you do anything else, engine-wise, start it up. Start it up. And grab maybe some brake cleaner if you have brake cleaner, or a little bit of even WD-40, and go ahead and spray it around here as it's idling, just to make sure if the engine the idle goes high or goes low, then we got an air leak. Then we gotta go ahead and tighten them up. But just go ahead and spray it around. If it stays consistent, the idle doesn't affect the idle, you're good to go. Turn it off and continue with your day, whatever you're gonna do with it. Okay, so there we go, fam. That's another video, quick and easy. Not even mod. It's not a mod. It's a must. You must do to these engines. If you're gonna be a brap head, or if you're just gonna be, once in a blue moon, take it out, you gotta do that. Take it easy, fam. Hasta luego. Don't forget to like and subscribe.